Good morning, YouTube. In good old Peter McKinnon style, we are doing a 2-minute Tuesday today where I'm going to show you the best way to create fancy captions for all of your short vertical content, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, you name it. So fast, so easy. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's get into it. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there was 100 different ways to do this, but in my experience, there are very few that combine artistic flexibility with an easy and efficient workflow. As a creator, I want reasonably good control over what my text looks like. It needs to be aesthetically pleasing and eye-catching, but at the same time, I don't want to spend an hour working on the captions for a 30-second short. That's just not realistic. So of course, automatic transcription is a must, and while there are a lot of services and tools that will do that for you, very few actually are efficient at editing that text afterwards. And I'm not just talking about corrections and things like that. I'm talking about how easy is it to adjust which word a caption begins and ends on. Most tools, that's going to be a lot of copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, back and forth. That's not efficient. That's no good. That can end up taking up almost all the time I just saved by having it auto-transcribed. Too much effort, too much time, there's gotta be a better way. So I need to do this for clients and myself all the time. And my favorite tool for this so far is hands down a piece of software called Descript. I'll leave a link in the description below. Just a heads up, there is a paid tier that's crazy powerful, but everything I'm talking about today can be done in the free version. So let me show you how this works. It's super simple. You've just finished, what do they call it? A banger. Am I using that right? A banger. You've just finished your masterpiece of a short, a reel, a TikTok, whatever. Export the final version and we will import it, and I just drag it into Descript. A dialog pops up that says, do you want to transcribe? I say, yes, I do. And it starts transcribing. And even if you're using the free version, you can transcribe up to 60 minutes of video, and you can see how many minutes I have left up at the top there. But that 60 minutes renews every month. 60 minutes is a lot of shorts. A lot of shorts. So basically, you don't have to worry about that. And we are out of time, and I haven't even got into it yet. Okay, 2 more minutes on the clock. The transcription has hardly taken any time. It's done. There's our script all laid out. We can edit the text there. If we need to correct something, we just double click on the word and choose correct. Easy to fix. There's a little timeline button down here at the bottom where you can kind of see what's going on. Most of the time, honestly, you really don't need that. Up at the top, under the text options, we just insert captions. When you hit play, bam! Already amazing, right out of the box. The thing that really sells me on Descript is how well it handles sentence structure. The line breaks almost always make sense. The software is clearly aiming to make this as readable as possible right out of the gate. Hardly have to do anything to it, but if you do need to do anything to it, you just find your spot in your script and hit return. Bam! Watch that again. It starts a new caption at the return. Super, super crazy simple. 90% of the time, that's all you do. If you do have like some ands, ums, and things, you can click on actions up here, and there's an option to remove filler words, remove from transcript, and click remove all. All your ands, ums, things like that, gone. Cleaned up like that. We have to find another piece of software that even comes close to this efficiency. Like, this saves so much time. And then if we click on our caption over here, we've got all the style options. You know, we can choose our font, we can import fonts from Google, and then underneath style, we have a fantastic amount of customization available. You know, put a background on there, choose the color, choose the opacity of the color, decide whether we want to have a border, how thick it is, what color that border is. And most software is going to end right there. But we can actually change the style for the active word that is being spoken. Most transcription software is tracking in sentence chunks, not down to the specific word timing. This is crazy. We can choose what color the active word is, whether it's got a different background, and we can adjust future words. So if we want the words to appear as they're being spoken, all we have to do is go into the color and bring the opacity of those down to 0 and make sure there's no border. We're out of time again, aren't we? 2 more minutes on the clock, because there's a few more things I have to show you. TikTok style, we can do, you know, Mr. Beast style, Harmozy style. Now, if you wanted to have like a different text position or style on a different part of the short, that's super crazy easy too. Like maybe some really big text that just covers the entire frame. You just open the timeline, find where you want to be in the playhead, like on a regular non-linear timeline, or click where you want to be in the script, and it moves the playhead to that spot. Pick the blade tool, and just hit A to go back to your regular cursor, just like editing video in your timeline of choice. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this is like so good, so good. And once we got our titles just the way we want them, we go up here to publish. You can either export your file or publish it directly to YouTube or a host of other service sites you might use. And there is one more step if you're using the free version of Descript that I should mention, and that is because the free version of Descript will include a watermark on your exports. If that's a deal to you, you can do what I do, don't tell anyone. I just take that freshly exported file, re-import it into my editor, layer it over top the original short, crop it down, and export again. Yeah, it takes a few more minutes, but it's nothing compared to the time savings and the quality of the titles we just got. And the paid version of Descript is very reasonably priced, and if you're making money off of these shorts, it's a no-brainer just to do that. Get the extra minutes, get the extra tools, get rid of that watermark. But if you are just starting out, just thought I'd throw that workaround in there for you. And we didn't quite make the 2 minutes, so I hope you learned something anyway. Once again, you'll find the link to Descript in the description below. I'll also pin a comment. I would love to know what software you guys have been using, and if you tried Descript, how it compares. I'm sure other people would appreciate the comparison review as well, so leave a comment below, subscribe, all the jazz. We'll see you guys in another video. Thanks for hanging out. Till next time.